When he was growing up, Connor, a young man in Ireland, watched as one by one his older siblings moved out of the family home in their early 20s by the time he reached that age. However, the picture had changed dramatically. Now, in his social circle in Dublin, where rents have doubled since 2013, it has become the norm for people to live with their parents until they are in their mid 20s. You see, this housing crisis is a general thing in Europe. There's housing crisis in Ireland. Even the situation of the housing crisis in Portugal is even worse than that of Ireland. And even in the UK, there's housing crisis. Even in the big countries you can't imagine here in Europe, there is equally housing crisis. The rates of rents is even undoable based on a normal salary earner, because you find out that in some cases a normal salary earner in this Europe, without getting any help from state, you come to understand that their rent is taking almost or even more than half of their salary, which is thereby making it impossible for these people to be able to have a normal life. But at the end of the day, an average citizen here who is ignorant will put it on the foreigners, which in most cases is not fair for the foreigners. Yes, the foreigners coming to their countries added to it, there's no question about that. But the issue they should be looking at is that their government has failed them, and they need to put the blame on their government, not 100% on the foreigners, because you can't keep putting the failure of your government on the foreigners, because truth be told, migration did not start today. Migration started since the existence of mankind. People have been migrating. That is just the truth. But it's always easy for an average citizen who does not understand that even their so-called countries, they are saying they don't want foreigners, still need foreigners for their countries to be able to meet up in some areas of their labor force, or even in so many areas where they're having shortages. Yes, in some areas they are having shortages. Look at what is happening in the UK. Since they cut the international students out, we can see what is happening. So you see that even the skilled migrants that are coming, they are equally bringing value to your country. They are adding value to your country. So people, an average citizen in Europe here, should try to educate themselves. It's not everything is foreigner. Yes, there are good foreigners that are working in your countries, contributing, paying tax. They are law abiding. There are bad ones. Every country have good and bad people. Yes, they should equally look at the positive side of the skilled foreigners that are coming in, or foreigners that came in here, they became citizens, they are working, they are contributing, they are law abiding. Because truth be told, at the end of the day, Europe needs a certain percent of foreigners to come in because of their aging population. Because according to the news, in 30 years to come, 50% of the working spaces today will be empty. They need people to fill in these gaps. This is what the EU should be, or Europe, or the Western countries should be doing more to educate their people about it. Their people need to understand this reason. Even in Germany, it said that this year they have the worst birth rate in the last 10 years, which is a decade. So what does it tell you? They need to do something concerning people giving birth to children. They need to do something about their aging population.